Like many of you, I am now working from home. No one knows how long this will last. So while we get used to it, how can we stay positive and productive during these challenging times? Remote work may now be the new normal, but it's not a new phenomenon. The idea of working remotely has been gaining traction worldwide for quite some time now, as technology improves and workplaces grow more flexible. In the US, the share of the labour force working from home has nearly tripled since the start of the century. And in the UK, more than 1.5 million people work from home, a 74% jump in 10 years. But now millions more like me are joining them, and with it face new challenges in our professional and personal lives.
This is definitely one of those advantages of having forced to do the remote work here in the Finnish Lapland. There are, some remote workers and a lot of reindeers, and that's about it.
You can see my bike here, and I get to go for a 10-minute bike ride, get some fresh air before the day starts.
I usually walk every day because it's really good to clear your mind and also just get yourself out of your own space.
I'm speaking to 3 people who regularly work from home. Hopefully they can give me some tips on getting the best out of the situation and what things to watch out for.
I think it would be self-motivation, and I think that's one of the greatest challenges. And also getting into a good routine, because otherwise you just get lost in the fact that you are at home. Things can get really unproductive.
Alice Law is a stress management and performance coach. She's worked from home for more than 2 years.
I think it's really good to block out time in two-hour chunks, so you just get really clear, and then you can see how your day is going to go.
What other things do you do to stay positive and productive?
I mean, I genuinely meditate every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes, because it's bringing you back into the present.
Just put this pillow there and support myself and just sit meditating near the window.
Reducing stress whilst you're by yourself and not ruminating and getting some clarity, I think it's the best thing people could be doing right now.
So first things first, I need to map out a routine. Well, that wasn't too difficult, and the first thing on my routine is exercise. There is one thing, actually 2 things, which are making it difficult to follow this routine. These guys.
What are you doing?
I'm just filming. With no childcare and no grandparents, my wife and I are taking it in turns to work and look after the children. Are you gonna go for your sleep? Yes? So the schedule says that I wake up at 7 a.m, but really it's whenever my children wake up. And then here it says I work when my children are having their lunchtime sleep at 1 p.m. But what if they don't go to sleep straight away or at all? It's not going to be easy keeping to this routine.
So yeah, I have two sons now at home. So it's kind of just finding those kind of ways of working with each other and kind of aligning each other's things that we need to do.
Spencer Waldron works for video presentation company Prezi. His role includes helping its employees work better remotely. So are there any key tips that you've got for me to help with working from home?
I mean, I think this is something I see everybody doing en masse at the moment, because we've kind of gone from everybody working in an office to everybody suddenly being at home. And what everybody's done is almost like copy paste what they were doing in an office to what they were doing at home. And then people suddenly find that doesn't work so much because, everybody's home life is different. Some people have kids, some people may be just on their own. So everybody has different things that they're going to have to deal with. And I think one of the lessons that I learned in the early days was to repartition my day. What we've tried to do again as a family is say, okay, so we know that the morning the kids are quite busy with school stuff, and that's when I'm doing my deep work, and that's when my wife is doing stuff. And then the afternoon is where there can be more noise in the house and more chaos in the house.
So it's coming up to 10 a.m. and the team and I are about to have a video conferencing call, and then we're going to have another one at the end of the day. This is happening every day so that we can stay connected.
Hello.
So how is everyone coping with working from home?
Yeah, all right. It's been strangely busy. I never thought I'd do so many video conferences with so many people in one day.
Any tips that you could give me or any of the team that you think, oh, that really helps with being productive?
I think setting timers are quite helpful. So for like dedicated tasking on one thing at a time, because I think it's really easy to get distracted.
That's my bit over and done with. You can get on with the meeting now. With working from home, let's change that, but yeah. My work is really collaborative, which means working remotely is proving to be really difficult. I can't obviously see my camera op Benjamin and film with him, and I'll usually sit down with Sean, who does motion graphics, and discuss ideas. So doing that on a video call is proving to be pretty tricky.
As you can see, we have quite a bit of snow here. I take a short walk in between the working hours and between the meetings.
This is Pasi Mainpa, CEO of Elisa Videra, a telecommunications company from Finland.
Motivation is definitely one of those things that needs to be built up, and the team spirit, it's a little bit more difficult to maintain when people are physically distant. That's definitely one of those challenges.
In 2010, China's largest travel agency, Ctrip, conducted a 9-month experiment, which allowed hundreds of its call centre employees to work from home. The study found that productivity for these workers improved by 13%, while employee quit rates dropped by 50%. While most employees said they liked the convenience and improvements to their lifestyle, they also reported feeling less motivated without their team around. The experiment was deemed a success by the Nasdaq-listed company, and the option to work from home was eventually rolled out to all of its 16,000 employees. But interestingly, some of the experiment's original participants opted out, citing loneliness and isolation as factors.
Do you think after this is all over that people will be better at working from home and will be more inclined to work from home?
I definitely think that those two things will happen. People will want to work more from home. They will require more flexibility. You have good enough network, you can work wherever you want. And that's that is going to change forever.
The biggest challenge of working from home for me, as I imagine for most parents, is caring for my children. Making sure they're having a productive time often comes at a cost to my productivity. I also miss the routine and social side of office life, and this may sound weird, but I miss commuting. Hopefully, putting in place structure and routine for the long term will help me make the most out of working from home. Hi guys, thanks for watching our video. As you can see, I'm filming this inside my bedroom. Not particularly interesting, but we're doing the best we can during these difficult times. Before you go, we'd love to know your thoughts on the best ways to work remotely. Comment below the video to let us know, and remember, subscribe.